Hello everyone, this is Darth Loquitur. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a newer player or just looking to get better at Grand Arena, these videos are made for you. Again, I want to thank everybody for all the support. Appreciate everything you guys are doing to help my channel go. So, thanks. Quite a few people have asked me for an update on the Darth Loquitur account. So I put one together for today. We're going to take a look at the account. It's level 81 right now. It's been 77 days since I started the account. We'll talk about the characters that we've got, how we're building them, what teams we've got put together, what the next steps are going to be for the account. And then at the end, I want to show a little bit of gameplay with our friend here, the Sith Trooper. I talked about that team in a couple of the videos. And a Sith Trooper is big enough now that I can kind of show what it is that he does, how his mechanic works, and why I'm such a big fan of this guy in his red armor. So if we go over to the Darth Loquitur account to take a look, you can see we've got quite a few characters that are at 7 stars. We've got Kylo Ren Unmasked. We took him to 7 stars very early in the game, and he's been doing all kinds of work ever since. We've got these Geos. We've got all 4 of our Geos that we can get in the game right now, up to 7 stars, and pretty good gear levels, gear 9, gear 10. Ahsoka Tano, we've got her to 7 stars. Vader's still at 6. It'll be a while before we find enough shards in the fleet store to get him up to 7. We got a couple more quests to complete that can give us some Vader shards, but yeah, it'll be a while before we fill in his 7th star. That's okay, though. You see the Snow Trooper down there. He's one of the characters that we said we were going to get to 7 stars, and you see him at 7 stars. Now, I got to say, the game really wanted me to have a 7-star Snow Trooper. I must have got 18 of these things from Bronzium shards that were a full Snow Trooper. And granted, a full Snow Trooper is only 10 character shards. But man, I have gotten a lot of hits on the Snow Trooper. So he was easy. He was real easy to get to 7 stars. Sith Trooper here, we've only got him to 5 stars, but he's coming along pretty nicely. Gear 10. Boba Fett, we got to 7 stars. Dooku's still at 6. Stormtrooper over here is at 7. And then we got Grand Moff Tarkin at 7. And there's 2 other characters that you'll see further down below. We've got Admiral Akbar and Fives at 7 stars. But they're no longer on the favorites list. We're not putting resources into those characters at the moment. So they've been taken down off this list. If we go down a little further, you can see some of the other characters here. We've got our support characters for the Imperial Trooper team with Piet. He's struggling. Of course, he's not on double drops for shards yet, so it's pretty tough to get shards for him. And I'd probably be happy with 3 stars for him for a little while. So especially when it's the hard node quests for the day for your guild objectives, I go in there and I try to get Piet, but I'm not working too hard on him. You can see here that I'm working on Biggs Darklighter. We've got him unlocked. We've got Cassian Andor ready to go. We've got K2SO ready to go. What I've done, I was putting together that old school Rebel team to try to unlock commanders Luke Skywalker. And after I started talking and making some videos, and I ended up recommending a different Rebel team to start out with. So I thought, well, I better be willing to back that up by going ahead and building those characters on the account. So I will do that with the exact team that I recommended. Now, the problem is, you can see my galactic power up here is already 485,000. And I did want to play 1 round in Grand Arena 11. And the cap for the Grand Arena 11 is, I think, 590,000. So where I'm at right now, I've only got 100,000 galactic power to build. And I've still got about a month to go before February's Grand Arena round. So I'm going to have to be careful what I unlock and how many characters I work on gear, or I'll blow through that galactic power and I won't be able to play in rank 11. So we're working on the shards for those characters. We're going to go ahead and get ready to get that team going, but we're just going to leave them unactivated for now so that we don't mess with the galactic power too much. We are working on some legendaries. We've got a few shards for R2D2. We got I think one more to complete. The Geobrood Alpha and Bosk are not yet available to us. Both of those are on higher nodes than we have unlocked. At the moment, the Brood Alpha I think we'll get at level 83 when we get tier 8 of the Cantina. So as soon as we get that, we're going to be blasting that Brood Alpha as high as we can, as fast as we can. Bosk is on a hard node on Dark Side, level 9 I think. So he'll be a hard farm, and we'll start getting his shards once we get that unlocked. And we have started working on Mon Mothma, so we're going to build her up, get her shards, get her ready to unlock so that we can get that Mon Mothma team going when we're ready for it. Down here you see we've got the 5s and the Admiral Akbar that we have put some effort into. And 5s is a pretty good character, but we've stopped for now. Stormtrooper Han, Princess Leia, Luke, Farm Boy Luke, they're just on the back burner. We'll get back to them. We will go get our CLS eventually, but for right now, we're putting those guys on the shelf. And they could still make an arena team, maybe the one to go in front of Fleet, for example, in Grand Arena. So we'll have a use for them somewhere. So if we want to take a look maybe a little bit more specifically at the squads, here you can see that we've got this Sith Trooper squad that I've been talking about. It's at almost 50,000 galactic power on its own. And you can see that Sith Marauder there is just pretty useless. He's stuck on gear because he's needed all the same gear as all the other characters that I want to build, and he's the least important to the equation. So he's waiting his turn for some of that lower level gear, and then we'll try to get that Sith Marauder going. But it's not too bad. That team's coming together okay. Obviously, Boba Fett doesn't belong in the Geo team here. He's just a placeholder until we get that Brood Alpha. But it kind of gives you an idea that once we get the Brood Alpha going, the Brood Alpha will probably be 15,000 by the time we get him up and running. So we'll have almost 70,000 in our Geo squad. And that is meant to be the one defense that our opponent is just not going to be able to break through. And hopefully we'll get defensive holds with our Geo team by the time we play our first Grand Arena. If we go over here to the offensive side of things, you can see that we've got the Imperial Trooper team going up top. We've got 7 stars on the Stormtrooper and on the Snow Trooper. We're putting the most effort into the Snow Trooper, but we're definitely going to have to put effort into Stark. I want Stark to be the second biggest character on that team. I need him to do enough damage and go fast enough that we can get this team running. And it is an option for us to get, to make Pet the fastest as well. But because of the struggle that I'm going to have getting his stars and getting him geared up anyway, I think I really want to focus on Stark as the starter for the team to get everything going. So we'll work on Stark. We'll work on Snow Trooper. We're at 33,000 so far. And, we need that team to probably be up around 60,000 to be a good, hard-hitting offensive team for us. Maybe not that high, but we definitely need more galactic power in this team. And then the Jedi down at the bottom. Ahsoka's good because we started her very early. She was part of our pilot program, so she's doing well. Anakin's the other one that I'm going to spend a lot of resources on. And you can see he's already at 6 stars. We're farming him out of the Cantina. We're going to take him to 7 stars and get his gear up so that we'll have these Jedi as hopefully another good offensive team. And you can see we haven't put much effort into Plo. He's just meant to be a character with some stars on him to help us get Grandmaster Yoda unlocked. And once we get to 5 stars on Bastila, we should be able to get that Grandmaster Yoda. We're still going to work on Plo. We're still going to star him up because we do want his ship. and getting him to a good level on stars, and then whenever we're ready to start working on his ship, he'll be underway. So the 6th team, we just got the one lonely bounty hunter down there. We don't have access to Bosk yet, and I've got Django unlocked, but he's still level 1 without any gear on him. So we're a little delayed on our 6th team. If you want to look at Piet, for example, he's doing okay, but no mods on him. We look over here like Old Ben, same kind of thing. We've done some work on him, but no mods. And that's why I'm worried about my galactic power, because once I start getting mods in these characters, that's going to bring the galactic power up. Here you see Jedi Knight Anakin again. I don't have any mods that I like well enough for him yet. Bastila Shah, no mods. Veers, no mods. I don't want to put mods on these characters and then have to change them later. So I'm sort of delayed, modding up a few characters at a time. The Sith Trooper, we've got his mods on, and we've got those up to level 15. So he's in decent shape. The Snow Trooper, we've selected mods for, but you can see we still got 4 of them that we have to get to level 15 still. So if we take a look at his mods, they're not that great. Even trying to cherry pick decent mods with some kind of crit chance and offense, that's what I got. I got a little bit of crit chance, a little bit of offense. Over here we've got a little bit of crit chance, offense main stat. But yeah, we're missing speed stats everywhere. This guy is just kind of the best we can with what we've got. We put offense main stat on the arrow, pick up 3 speed over here. Didn't even get any crit chance off of that one. So if we look at his overall stats, I mean 8 plus 8 speed, so that's pathetic. But we do have the crit damage up on the triangle, and we've got his crit chance pretty close. Remember, he's going to get 15% from the Veers lead and 25% from a buff that he's going to get. So as long as he's at 60%, we should be in really good shape on him. By contrast, if we look at the Sith Trooper, he's got decent mods. So you see he's got some speed on him. We got a speed arrow on him. Crit damage on the triangle again. And then his crit chance is up around that, over 50%. And his damage, you can see we got about 15% bonus damage. That 24-26 is deceptive. Like this character isn't very high level, but he's going to hit surprisingly hard for the level that he's at. And I'm credit blocked. If you look at Grand Moff Tarkin, he's got all the gear. We've got it made. It's ready to go on him. But we just don't have enough credits to level up the mods and do what we want over there with the mods, and also to come in here and get these character levels up. So I'm switching back and forth between buying and working on mods and getting them leveled up, and working on characters and spending credits to get them leveled up. And so that's the roadblock, is just having enough credits to do all of the stuff that we want to do. Over here in the Cantina store, what I'm doing with my credits, I'm still buying Ahsoka Tano. She's already at 7 stars maxed out, so those go right over to the shard shop, and it allows me to get shard currency to buy some things over there. So I haven't started working on another Cantina character yet in terms of shards. I'm just using those shards to help me get stuff for the shard store in order to be able to buy some of the gear that I don't want to have to farm right now. So that's what we're doing. And in here, of course, we need these Mark V droid collars. You can see I don't have enough to buy this pack of droid collars, but I'm just sitting on the credits until I can. Squad Arena, we're buying Cassian Andor. There's other good characters in this Squad Arena store that we're going to want to unlock eventually for sure. But for right now, it's just Cassian Andor. That's where we're putting those that money. In the Galactic War store, we're splitting it between K2SO, and Big Starklighter is also in here. So we're doing some of each on those guys so that they're ready to go when we want them. In here, we're still buying ships in the Fleet Arena store. We're always looking for Darth Vader. And I think both Biggs and Wedge can show up in this store. I know I've bought Wedge a couple times out of here. And then with the Shard store, I just, we're doing what we can when we can. In terms of farming, I'm doing 3 hard nodes every day. The Sith Trooper, of course, because I want to get him to 7 stars. And, I always talk about the Jango Fett node. Let's just go look at it. The Jango Fett node has him, the Houndstooth, stun cuffs that we want, Mark IV computers that we want. So this is just a really good node to get in there and farm every day. So we're doing that. We're doing Mon Mothma. We're going to keep farming her node until we get her probably enough shards to get to 4 stars at least. We want her to be tough enough that she doesn't just get killed. And our buddy Emperor Palpatine, he's going to be waiting on that Mon Mothma squad. Yeah, I guess we got to get Mon Mothma to 5 stars then, if we need to, in order to get Emperor Palpatine unlocked at 5 stars. Or maybe we could just throw a different rebel in. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Bastila, we're farming her from the Fleet hard node. That's got these Mark VI syringes that we need. We are not farming her out of the regular energy on the dark side, though. That energy is reserved for gear. In terms of gear farming, I am working right now on these comm links for the Sith Trooper. So that does come out of fleets. So with any fleet energy that we're not using on hard nodes, we're using to get those going. And with the regular energy, I've been farming some of these cryotech shock prods. And again, this is one of the what I call the best nodes in the game. So if we look at that node, we got the shock prods. We've got other good stuff that we want coming out of that node. So that's good. We're in there farming that to get the Sith Trooper up and running. And then we'll have to do a couple sets of stun cuffs for him. So we'll just keep the focus on farming the gear for that Sith Trooper for right now until he gets to the next gear level at least. In terms of the challenges, we have been able to unlock the challenges all the way up. These came available at level 81. And with the teams that I've got, I didn't have any problems unlocking them. Of course, this ability materials, we got to wait till level 84 for the final level to be available. But, we're unlocked as far as we can. Over here in ships, if we go to fleet challenges, we're unlocked as far as we can. We don't qualify for the next tier of this event in terms of the capital ship. And we don't qualify for the capital ship because we just don't have enough light side ships developed. And again, we're going to squat on our galactic power for a little while, so it's going to be a while before we build those rebel ships. So yesterday, in my galactic war, I got stumped on the final level by this team. And, for anybody who's watched my other videos, this is pretty much the team that I'm recommending if you want to grab your Jedi Revan early in the game. So you see you've got a Gear 10 Jedi Knight Revan, you've got a Gear 10 Grandmaster Yoda already unlocked all the way to 7 stars. You've got the Bastila Shan lead, so they're going to have tons of protection every time you try to go in there. Jolie Bindo to be annoying, and Old Ben as a tank. So this, you see this team pop up on your screen and you say, okay, well, today is not a day for me to beat this Jedi Knight Revan and finish out my galactic war. But I'm 29 out of 50, so I've got 21 more completions to go before I can multi-sim at 80. So that's okay. I don't expect to be able to complete that every day as it stands right now. With the mod situation, if I've got several characters that I've found mods that are okay-ish, and I've put them on, and I'm still, getting the credits together to level them up. Maybe the most interesting thing to do here is to just go ahead and sort these mods by speed, and then we can see, how I'm doing getting mods with any kind of speed. We're not going to look at the arrows because speed arrows are what they are. But we've got a 14, we've got a 13, we've got a 12 speed here, and then it goes down to mods with 9 or 8 speed from there. And a couple of those mods up top do have the ability for one or two more slices, so maybe they'll turn into really fast mods if I can get them sliced up someday. But I feel kind of stumped right now. I feel like I should have been able to get more decent mods with speed. So let's go over to ships and have a look at the ships. Here we've got my favorite, the TIE Silencer. And you can see that's a pretty big chunk of galactic power. We've got that at 35,000 galactic power. We've got Kylo Ren at level 80 with the best gear that he can have at level 80. And we've got all the skills on the TIE Silencer up to level 6. So with Sunfac, we've got him almost at the same level, and if there's another ship that I could get to 7 stars and get more levels and skill on, it would be this guy. He's a good tank, so we do want him to be able to stand up to as much punishment as we can. So a little more work to do yet on Sunfac, and I will 7-star him if I get the ship to 7 stars, even though I'm waiting on galactic power. Here's the soldier. He's in pretty good shape, level 6 and 5 on his skills. Geo Spy is pretty good. Let's make this level 5, and the levels are a little low on him still, so he's the character we're leveling up now. We're using him as a reinforcement, so he's a little bit behind the others. Ahsoka Tano, we've kind of, tapered off on her. She's at 5 stars. And then we've got this Slave 1. And I got enough shards to unlock the Slave 1, and without even thinking, I just clicked the button and said, yeah, go ahead and activate. And I was shocked at this. 17,000 galactic power for this ship at level 1, no skills, no nothing, just unlocked. And, I was sitting at about 450,000 galactic power and just, bam, I'm almost at 470 with one click of a button. And I thought, woo, so I need to cool it and make sure that galactic power is going into the characters that I need. So Slave 1 is just going to it's going to have to wait again until I play my first round of Grand Arena if I want to get in at Grand Arena 11. I am working on the Executrix. We've got it up to level 71, and we've been able to get the skills all up to level 2. The passive is at level 3, and you saw that Tarkin's ready to level up. It's 16,000. It's a viable capital ship. And if we come down here and take a look at Home 1, originally I wanted Home 1 to be my capital ship, and as some people might know, I didn't remember that I had to have Tarkin in order to unlock the Materials Fleet Challenge. So I had to switch over from building Home 1, and I did 7-star Akbar and start working on his gear. But it's okay. So we've got 14,000 galactic power in this, but it does allow us then in our first Grand Arena to have 2 viable fleets. We could just put the Geos with Home 1 and have that as a defensive fleet. And then we can take the other good ships that we have under the Executrix and use that as an offensive fleet. And we should be able to do both. We should be able to hold with the defensive team, and we should be able to win with the offensive team. So I believe that we're in very good shape overall as far as fleet goes. We also have the Houndstooth, and I've been farming that Django shard like I said, so you can see I got 30 shards for my Houndstooth. But even if we wanted to activate this bad boy, that button doesn't work because Mr. Bosk up here is not available to us yet, and until we get him, we're not going to have the Houndstooth. And then we've got Jedi Knight Anakin. We have been farming his ship out of the hard nodes. So we're getting shards for him. He's level 6. Again, 10,000 galactic power just in the ship. And the higher I build Anakin, the more that ship power is going to go up with him. So I got to be careful of that for right now. So that's where we're at with these ships. In terms of the fleet, I think I've explained it before, but just to make it clear to people what I'm using. I'm using the Soldier, the Sunfac, and the TIE Silencer as a starting 3. Then we've got the Geo Spy down here as a reinforcement to come in with a mass assist. We've got Ahsoka, and we've got Slave 1 in there as a placeholder, and you can see we have switched over to Tarkin and the Executrix as our capital ship. Okay. So with mods, I have started doing 2 mod refreshes a day. It's like I said, I feel like I'm not making enough progress in this little clip here. We do manage to land a speed mod, a speed arrow, so that's good. And I'm just trying to generate as many mods as I can, get them in inventory, and just be able to have a look at them and try to build mods that are decent so I can start getting mods in these characters. All right, let's talk about the Sith Trooper team. And this is the Galactic War for the day, so we're going to clear the team out. And we've got 4 out of the 5, so we're just going to put the Geo Soldier in there as a 5th to fill space. Then Vader, the Trooper, and Dooku. And they're all Sith. And the Sith Trooper assists when First Order or Sith get a crit. So here we get a crit, assist. Boom. Put it over on Chopper. We get a stun. That triggers an assist. Now he's going to do his area effect, and you see that was a lot of damage. Yeah, this is a low-level Phoenix team, but he's just taking people out right and left, right? So, okay, here, Chopper, bye. Zeb, see ya. Kanan Jarrus, later, dude. So our Sith Trooper, I would say, easily did over half the damage. One shot right there, boom, hit and an assist, and gone. Here we land a big hit on Vader, get an assist, and you see his life is just chunked down. Here we take a shot. Kylo Ren assists but doesn't get a crit, so we don't get an assist. And then we just got to finish out these last guys. I mean, they're not a threat. And you can see 2 battles into the Galactic War for the day, and everybody's still at full protection. Kylo's taken like 1 little bump, and everybody else has not even gotten hurt because we just wiped the other team out fast enough. A little bit later on, we get into this Phoenix team. This is a level 80 Phoenix team, and they're pretty decent. They've got some health on these guys. We want Ezra gone first, so we're going to shock him, get the assist, do the attack with the Sith Trooper. 2 turns and he's gone. Done. Put a hit on Chopper. And Chopper is pretty thick, right? He's going to constantly be regenerating health and protection. So you see, and we're going to stun Kanan because we don't want him to taunt and interfere over here. Force crush everybody, and assist. Hit, assist. Hit. I think we get a counterattack here. Assist. Done. Puts a hit on Harrison Dula. And that's what the Sith Trooper is there for, right? Like, he's just assisting off all these guys and doing tons of damage. Boom. Strips away all of his protection in 1 hit. There's a lot of difference between when he hits and when he crits, obviously. Hit, crit, done. Then we just need to finish out the Kanan Jarrus. And, it's no problem. We sorted through this team in a pretty big hurry with that Sith Trooper putting out all kinds of damage. All right, get him out of there. A victory. And then 3rd from the top, we've got this team. They're level 80. It could be a pretty threatening team. We don't like Grandmaster Yoda. We want him out of there as soon as possible. Look at that hit. Man almost took out Grandmaster Yoda. And the AI knows that the Sith Trooper's a threat, so they stun him right away, right? Here we have an opportunity to take out Dooku. Let's go ahead and do that, get him off the board. Let's throw a stun on Vader, assist, bam. Hit, crit, assist. Gone. And then these 2 beefy boys, we got to finish them out, but, it's not going to be a problem for us from where we're at. Hit, assist, 15,000. No problem with this Sith Trooper, right? And the last battle that we come for the day is a lot better team to fight against than that Revan team from yesterday, let me tell you what. But, he's got some pretty beefy characters on this team, too. The Soldier is the biggest threat in terms of damage, so we're just going to go over there and get started on him. Here we get a hit, we get an assist. The assist triggers an assist from Sith Trooper, and when he goes, we're done with that Geo Soldier. Grand Moff Tarkin is the next target. He's got a lot of protection, but we're through it already. Stun, hit, assist, finish him off. Luke over there is the last viable damage threat. Hit, assist, hit him, and we're just hoping to kill him before Chewbacca taunts. And from there on out, it's easy, right? We just finish off those last tanks. This is a squad arena, and I wanted to show this video because it's the exact same team, but it's against a competitive Jedi team that's at the same level that I'm at. And here we want Grandmaster Yoda gone. He's got all that extra protection. Here we're going to stun Bastila. Now the reason why we have to stun Bastila and we can't keep working on Grandmaster Yoda, Bastila has that assist ability that clears debuffs and calls an assist. So for example, if we were to stun Ezra Bridger or Grandmaster Yoda, then Bastila would take her turn. She would clear him off, let him go, put a bunch of buffs on him, and especially with Grandmaster Yoda, we don't want him to be buffed. So we figure put the stun on Bastila Shan, keep her under control for one more turn, and that should allow us to get Grandmaster Yoda out of the picture. And then from there, if Bastila calls the assist, we're not too worried about it at that point. So here we do our big damage again with the Sith Trooper. He does some debuffs. And we're just working on Grandmaster Yoda. That was a big hit. And then the assists are enough, or the counterattacks are enough to finish him off. Now we just want to get the bonus protection off of the more threatening characters. So Bastila is a pretty big threat. We want to get the bonus protection off of her. But we're not going to get it in time. Now, this is the skill that the Sith Trooper just did. It removes debuffs from his own team on all the Sith and First Order characters, and it gives them advantage. Advantage allows you to make the next hit a critical hit. So if we think about Sith Trooper's mechanics, he's now given advantage to 3 other characters. That guarantees when they go, they're going to get a crit and they're going to call an assist from him. So even though I didn't have that nasty of debuffs on and I really wasn't using it for the cleanse, I was using it to get advantage on all these characters so that I could put out more damage faster. So here Darth Vader's going to come in, take his crit, get an assist. Kylo Ren unmasked, he's going to counterattack, get an assist. Now he's going to go again, get a hit. No critical, so no assist. Now we're going to stun him, take the assist. Do an AoE to try to get the bonus protection off of Bastila. Hit, assist. I think now we can clear off the buffs from Old Ben. And instead of trying to kill Bastila, again, we're just trying to get that bonus protection off of characters. So we're going after Ezra now. Okay, we got the bonus protection off of him. Old Ben died from the dots. And now we're in good shape, right? Bastila doesn't have bonus protection. Ezra doesn't have bonus protection. And we can just, nice and easy, finish out this squad arena battle. And, of course, unlike Galactic War, you're not saving any abilities for the next turn. So there we go again with getting all of those advantages up. Counterattack, assist. Hit, assist. Oh, no assist on that one, sorry. And then, we're just going to work our way through this Jolie Bindo. Of course, at this level, he doesn't have the Zeta yet to be annoying and bring back all those Jedi that we just killed, but we're just going to keep him stun-locked for the rest of the combat. Easy peasy. The Sith Trooper finishes him out. So, that's a little montage about what the Sith Trooper is able to do, and why it is that I think he is a good enough character to go ahead and even build a team around. And if that's what he's doing at 5 stars, and I think he's at gear 10, you can imagine what he's going to do when we get him to 7 stars, and then gear 11, gear 12. And eventually get him up to relic level. Now this isn't the final team. We don't, obviously that Geo soldier is going to go out and be part of the Geo team. And the Geo Marauder needs to be brought up to speed. This team, as an offensive team, is very flexible. If you face an opponent that's really weak, and you can get extra stars by just doing Kylo Ren, Unmasked Vader, and the Sith Trooper, and just 3-man it. If we want to use this as a defensive team eventually, then we have to think about, Vader. Vader does not do well on defense because the AI doesn't play Vader well. With Merciless Massacre, if the opposing team has a taunt, oftentimes when he does the Merciless Massacre, he'll just attack the person with taunt 2 times in a row and won't take advantage of his Merciless Massacre like he's supposed to. So they haven't fixed that about the AI yet, which makes Darth Vader kind of a much less appealing as a defensive character. So by the time we use this as a defensive squad, we need to have Emperor Palpatine unlocked and be able to put him over here as another character. So then we'll have Kylo Ren unmasked. We'll take out Vader, and we'll take out the soldier. And then we'll either have Palpatine in here, or maybe we'll build Hux as well. Hux could go in here. The Sith Trooper does assist off of First Order as well, and Hux is a very interesting character to play. He messes with turn meter with his dominance ability, so that would be another viable 5th character to put in here if we wanted to save Vader and Palpatine for offense, for example. So we've got some options where we're going to go. The plan right now is to continue to build and work on mainly 5 characters. The Brood Alpha, as soon as we can get him going, we're going to put a lot of effort into him. The Sith Trooper, we talked about, we're going to put a lot of effort into him. Stark and Snow Trooper to really make our Imperial Troopers team run. And then Jedi Knight Anakin as our big damage dealer for the Jedi team. So those 5 characters are really going to get our attention. And if we just focus on gearing them up and not so much the other characters, we should be able to stay under that 590,000 cap for the first Grand Arena. In the meantime, we will work on the shards and be ready to get those Rebel characters going. And then once we've entered the first Grand Arena, we can unlock those characters and start leveling them up and gearing them up for our Mon Mothma Rebel team. So that's the plan. That's where we're at, 77 days in, level 81. Thank you all again for watching this channel. I appreciate your interest. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.